Sound Sultan's posthumous album listening party holds in Lagos. On the 10th of July 2022, friends and family came together to host a posthumous album listening party for Sound Sultan at Live Lounge, Lekki, Lagos. The album, titled Reality Check, is a 4-track album by late singer Olanrewaju Fasasi, popularly known as Sound Sultan, who died on the 11th of July 2021 after a long battle with throat cancer. The album was produced by Adi Kabasa and finished by Now Music. The project, which was a creative collaboration with award-winning producer Adi Kabasa, was near completion before the untimely death of the singer. The event was well attended by family, friends and well-wishers. Here are the highlights.
So the reason why we are releasing this album, we were working on this album before he fell ill and he had to travel to the United States. This album was meant to actually come out last year if what happened did not happen. It was an album coming out from the place of conversations, coming out from the place of us having pained about some things, and we're like, there's no other expression that we have aside from art, which is music. Let's put it out. In fact, we had plans because Sound Sultan normally hosts the Jungle Story, that we would do some of those songs as Jungle Story and all of that. But unfortunately, what happened, and it will be unfair for me to see that happen and just think that the essence of such a great man should just go like that without it living. No. So people might die, but the essence don't die. And Sound Sultan was kind enough to actually leave a gift with us, which is the album Reality Check. By the way, it has 5 tracks on it. We are releasing one of the singles of it today, which is Friends. So in my head, and with a couple of friends, colleagues, and some of the family members, we said, okay, let's go ahead and just release this body of work. We still have other songs which we are not going to release now. Like I said, it's a legacy. It's a season film, it will not finish. So you understand what I'm saying? So what people are going to feel Sound Sultan like is still alive. You understand what I'm saying? So that is the reason why we are doing what we are doing today.
It's a really, really important day for us. It's the start of a new journey. But a new journey, unfortunately, without the center of that journey. We are currently at Sound Sultan's posthumous album called Reality Check. We're at the private listening for it, put it in front of a few people first, and just have them, get a first listen to what he worked on before we lost him. He never stopped making music. I think that was very clear to a lot of people. And his estate has just put this together, and we're working with them to make sure that it gets to the right ears and it gets, it is maximized in the best way possible. So, and the end goal is really simple, is to keep his legacy alive, and there's no better way to do it than to share what he created, to share with everybody else.
So my name is GT, the guitar man. There are several memories of Sound Sultan that I hold very dear. I mean, several times I've called him up for advice. I can remember a particular time we met at an hotel called Golden Tulip. I think I was just about leaving Stone Records then, and a lot was going on in my head back then, and I called him up that I'd like to see him, and then he made out time, and we were able to have a very lengthy discussion like the Egbon that he is to me. Another memory is when we recorded one song, a song Wole Soyinka actually wrote. I love my country, I know go lie. I was part of it. African China was part of it. We shot a video for it, and it was a great experience. And several other moments that we had,
I remember him for being the arrow tip. I remember him for being the guy with a wide spectrum. The guy with the most serious and the most comical. The most silent and then the most talkative. I remember him, for having a wide spectrum of expression, wide spectrum of emotion, and for being the guy who loved the music so much, not just for the music, but for the social relevance of the music. He wanted to do change. He was a crusader, like a Bob Marley, or one of those kind of guys. So that's what I remember him for.
Years back, I needed to have a surgery. I have severe scoliosis as a result of polio. So he brought me to the limelight, particularly. That he was the one that made everyone get to know me. He started the championing of the Help Kelechi walk. He was the major celebrity, of course. So he was also part of people who organized the show for me, and it's just, I don't know, but he's one of the reasons I'm a bit famous. I mean, in Nigeria on TV.
There was one time I saw Sultan angry, and very funny because he wasn't shouting, he was still talking normal, but he was requesting for one particular thing. And at the end of the day, the person that it seemed like he was angry with, he was actually trying to save the person from something. So we later found out, and that was funny. But he insisted that that person gets that stuff. And finally, when the person got it, he now told the person to take it. The person was surprised. So that's like one, because we are always on set together, so different experiences. But that one was really stood out for me.
He's white pick star guitarist, the official guitarist for Sound Sultan before he left us. Here for reality check, his album listening party. That's why everybody's here.
My name is Oinda Alafia. I'm Sultan's elder sister. Of course, expect it to be excellent, just like all the ones that he has released. And I'm sure this posthumous album is going to be as good as what he has always doled out to his fans. So I would advise his fans to stay and watch out for this very beautiful work that is coming now. And most importantly, I would like to give kudos to all those that made the album possible. ID Kabasa and all the others. So watch out. Of course, it's going to be good.
So this is the champion of this night.